Hi, I'm Rachel. Thanks for stopping by my channel to check out what we're having for dinner over here at our house. The first meal, I just wanted something that was not even remotely close to Thanksgiving food. I was just tired of the leftovers and decided that I wanted to do a really easy pizza. So I just picked up some of the take and bake pizzas from Aldi, and we added some extra cheese and some extra pepperoni as well as some chopped up onions, and that was it. I don't know about anyone else, but all the cooking and cleaning that comes along with the holidays just wipes me out. And I am just doctoring up a supreme and a meaty pizza from Aldi's here. And these were pretty good. Not the best, but they will get you by. These pizzas are huge. It made a lot of pizza and a lot of leftovers. We just had salad on the side, and this was a super easy and quick dinner. For the next dinner, I just cooked up a ginormous pack of ground beef. I used some of it for this night, just seasoned it up with taco seasoning, and then put the rest up for another meal. I just figure if I'm going to be cooking it anyway, I might as well make it all and save some time later on down the road. And on this day, I just planned on some walking tacos or something like that, but I ended up making a package of Knorr Spanish rice, and that's what I'm having in my bowl. I just topped it with some of that taco meat and some sour cream and cheese and called it good. Everyone else had Doritos and lettuce and black olives and all the fixins. Oh yeah, I guess I did have some Doritos crumbled up on mine just to give it a little bit of texture and crunch. This was super easy, super quick, and super good. Some of my favorite easy dinner ideas are the ones where I just set out ingredients and we can pick and choose what we want to put in our bowls. Dinner today is going to be very simple. I have some ground beef that I've already cooked up before. Just going to get that reheated. This meat is not seasoned, so I'm just going to add some dehydrated onions, salt, pepper, and garlic powder. I'm just going to stir that around and get those seasonings all mixed together. And in the background, I have a pot of water boiling for some elbow macaroni. Okay, let's get this casserole put together. So I've got my ground beef in my casserole dish. And next I'm just going to mix in a can of cream of mushroom soup. You can make your own if that's something that you're into. And then I'm going to add some cooked elbow macaroni. Let's see if I can get it without it all coming in one big plop here. Yep, there it goes. And I believe I made too much, so we'll just set this aside. We'll just use it another time. Okay, I wasn't recording. But I just put 2 of the Velveeta cheese packs in there. I had to turn the camera off. My dog was making some gross noises. So, starting over here. Just gonna mix that in there. And then I will probably add some milk to this. Alright, I have to keep playing around with this. I keep adding a little more milk because I just want there to be enough sauce in here that when I put it into the oven, it doesn't get so like dried out. So just adding milk and making it saucy, as you can see. Next, I'm just grabbing my trusty cheese bin and I'm going to just sprinkle shredded cheese on top. Last, I'm just going to get into my bag of crushed Ritz crackers and then sprinkle some of those right on top. Then I'm just going to pour some melted margarine right on top of those crackers. Nope, I have a glob that didn't melt. Oh well. All right, it's going in the oven. I am ready. This is the perfect bumming around the house, staying in, staying warm kind of meal for me. I have just had a day like no other. I suffer from insomnia from time to time, and last night was just really hard. So today I'm just hanging out in my pajamas with no makeup, and my hair is a absolute mess. I make no excuses, and sometimes on those kind of days you just need some pasta. Whoops, I'm making a mess, but that's okay. My dogs are here. They're waiting on me to drop something. They know I'm gonna drop something. Oh my goodness, that tastes so good. So way better than boxed hamburger helper, that's for sure. Just serving it up with some, sorry, I'm eating and talking with my mouth full. Just serving it up with some French style green beans and my bread and butter on the side. So that is a very easy and very satisfying dinner tonight. This next meal is what I call an emergency meal when it's the middle of the week and you get a last minute notification from one of your children that they're coming over to visit and for dinner, and they're bringing the grandkids. So we made a quick run to the grocery store for some fried chicken from the deli, and I just cooked up some Arby's curly fries to go on the side. I may have snuck in a couple of donut holes for my sweet grandbabies, but that doesn't count as dinner. So what do you do when you have an emergency and you have to come up with a meal really quick and you don't feel like cooking? Here was my solution. Next, I'm just going to work on this onion. I'm not going to worry about getting it diced up really little or anything. I'm just going to put these big pieces in there and let them simmer and add all kinds of good flavor. Chunks like that. Time to cut some sausage. I'm actually going to pour some of the Slap Your Mama seasoning into a little dish because I have a bad habit of spilling it, spilling all the spices into whatever I'm cooking lately, and so I end up with like super salty or super spicy food. So there is that. Get that all down in there. To me, this is just yelling for some jalapenos, and I just happen to have some in the freezer from the garden, and I think it'll give it some lovely color. They are frozen, but that's okay. Everything's still cold at this point. And I'm going to be using frozen shrimp as well. So we have frozen corn, frozen peppers, frozen shrimp. It's all going to be fine. So I'm just going to use some garlic powder. There we go. All right, we're just gonna put the lid on, let it simmer. It smells so good already, and it's not even warmed up yet. Now that that bacon is browned up, I'm just going to use that good bacon grease to fry up our cabbage. I just cut it down into kind of thin strips. And even though there's just 2 of us eating this cabbage tonight, I just want to make a lot of it because it does cook down. With some black pepper. Some salt. And I have that bacon all chopped up and crumbled so that we can sprinkle it on top when it's all fried up and ready. Cabbage is fried well done. As usual, we always end up having breakfast for dinner 1 day a week, it seems. I just have some canned biscuits on standby, getting ready to go into the oven. Once these bacon strips are done cooking, I'm just going to use the same pan to cook up some Jimmy Dean sausage and do some really quick sausage gravy. I'm just going to grab my eggs so that we can fry some eggs up to go on the side. Just going to grab the biscuits out of the oven. Ah, come on now. Now it's time to whip up the gravy. I'm using some all-purpose flour. I'm just going to dust that on. Whoops. Okay, so we're going to sprinkle it around. And I'm using about a half a cup. Then you just want to make sure you get that all stirred in. Get it coated with all that sausage gravy grease. And in my case, there's a little bit of bacon grease in here too, which is fine. It's going to be very tasty with that combination. And you just want to get your flour mixed in and make sure all your sausage pieces are coated. And then you want to let that flour taste cook out of it. It only takes a couple of minutes. But now you've made kind of like a roux for the base of your gravy. Now I'm just going to add in about 2 cups of milk. Oops, did you see that? It just jumped right out of the pan. And we really like a lot of black pepper in our sausage gravy, so I'm going to add that as well. Give that a stir. Make sure my heat is turned up so that that milk and flour can do its magic. This gravy is bubbling, and that is exactly what you want to happen. So I'm just going to stir it and make sure nothing is sticking to the pan. You want to make sure that that chemical reaction or whatever it is that gravy does is happening and getting done in an even way. You don't want everything in the middle or the sides to thicken up and cook and then, you know, burn or scald, but this is looking really good. So I'm going to turn it down and then just let it finish and we'll be ready to eat.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And that's going to be the last meal for the week. I thank you all for stopping by to see what we're eating here at our house. If you like this video and you want to see more videos like this one, be sure to hit the subscribe button on your way out and ring the bell so that you'll get notified when I upload more videos. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.